everyone, welcome to Indonesia English Translation. So this is the first meeting and I'm going to explain about the basic course outline as you can see to the paper that I have already sent to you. So the name of the course is Indonesia English Translation and it has 2 credit semester, which means that we will have once a week for every meeting. And this course outline is compulsory, which means that you have to pass the class. You have to pass this course. If you don't, you cannot take the next course for the next semester, which is translation for legal document. So you need to pass Indonesia English translation this semester, but then if you don't, you cannot take translation for legal document next semester in the 6th semester. So I am going to go to the course description. The study focuses on translating text from Indonesia as a source language to English as a target language. So source language, or SL, is the original language or the source from where the language is, because our course is Indonesia English translation, so the source language is Indonesia and English is the target language. Target language means that the result of your translations, the result of your transfer from the source language, that is target language. I hope that you are now being popular with the term SL and TL, because in translation the term source language and target language is very popular. And this course contains some topics for both theory and practice, so we will together learn about the theory and practice. So not only the theory but practice. I will encourage the students to discuss together, to have a group presentation to learn the theory, but then I also will give an opportunity for the students to practice translating the text. Anyway, we go on. The next one is course aims. So the aim of the course is that the students can study and develop the skill and the competence of translating the text. So when I say the text, mean our focus this semester is that the students translate the text, which is written text. If I talk about the text, it means that the form of the text is in written text. And by the end of the course, the students are expected to be able to translate the text from Indonesia to English. For example, our focus of the translation class this semester is about translating the text such as articles, abstracts, reading passage, and any other text. Activities. Our activities will consist of first lecturing. The lecturing is from me as a lecturer. I will explain the first and the second theory at the first third meeting. But then after that, I hope that the students will have a group presentations. I'm not sure how to make a group presentation since we are now having an online class, but let's talk about this right after the session. So I also will open for the class discussion. So if you have a questions or if you want to state your opinion or idea, you can just go directly to ask question. And there will be also a group assignment and quiz. Yes, quiz is the clue. So the students are expected to complete all coursework within this semester. Next, we go on the next one is assessment. Assessment is a very important thing in the course outline, at the first meeting, because I don't want to have a misunderstanding between the students and me at the end of the semester, because the score can be very sensitive. However, that's why it's important for me to clearly state and explain how our class will run this semester. If you talk about assessment, I have already described in detail here that the assessment will be based on the class attendance, which is at least 75%. So because we are now in the online class, so I think I can just directly observe your attendance or check on your attendance via e-learning. So everyone should join and log in e-learning IAIN Kediri to record your attendance. That's it. And the next is active participation. Active participation will consist of the class discussion. So how the discussion will run, how active you will be in the classroom, online class, and how will you give a feedback to the presenters or to your friends who are presenting the certain topics, and how will you give a response or feedback to the question, or anyway. The next is assignment. I will take the score of the assignment from the daily score and the quiz. Yeah. We also, of course, have a midterm and final test. So here's the schedule. If you see the schedule, we totally have 16 meetings, including midterm and final tests. And there are some topics to be presented by the students. So we talk about the translation as a means or end, translation, introductory survey, and so on and so on. You can read by yourself. We will have a discussion of this together with the groups. Yeah. And then the last one is the suggested textbook. Actually, the students can just learn any translation theory from any various books. As long as it deals with the translation theories, you can use any books. I didn't mention a specific book to be read, but actually, I would like to inform you there are actually a lot of books that you can find in SLC or Student Learning Center. But the problem is that you are not here, or you just cannot go visit because of the pandemic. So I suggest that probably some of you are around the campus. You can go to visit SLC to take the book. But what I'm going to emphasize that I want you to right away discuss with your friends right after about the 2 points. The first is what kind of the presentation will run in this class, because I believe that you haven't met each other during the pandemic and you are just with yourself in your own house probably right now. So let me ask you, and please give me a suggestion how will the presentation will run this semester. And the second is that let's talk about the book and let's make a deal whether you want to discuss the previous book or you want to have you want to have another book, because I believe that last semester you have already had the book, but please tell me whether or not you have already discussed this book, or probably at all, because of the pandemic. So what I'm thinking is that it's very important for you to master the basic theory of translation. And that's the basic theory of translation. You can get those theories from the book that you have already had. So if, for example, you have the book, and then just let's discuss that book. I hope that everyone is following. So that's the 2 points that you are going to discuss right after, and please inform me or confirm me right after you have the final decision. And I think that's all from me today. Thank you for listening. I will see you again later.